Hey everybody, this is Darnell Crittenden from DCNM. So power players, whatever you do, keep playing your games. Like always, hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe. Leave your notification on so you not miss DTV's at its best. And this is D's Word of the Night, July 15th, 2024. And again, thank you for viewing in tonight. Right now, the Spidey on 9 show is at 585 subscribers. To all of my 585 subscribers, thank you so very much, but the quest still continues. We need more subscribers. And keep in mind, August, my membership will expire for my online broadcast, but don't worry, don't fret, don't get upset. Hopefully, I will be back on the air between now and no later than October. What's the word of the night? Well, the word of the night, I'm gonna add a little twist on it. Tonight we're gonna call it. The topic of the show is called "Remember Them." That's what's gonna be the word of the night. And what I mean by remember them, I mean remember as far as some of the great celebrities that was in the past, and we just happen to lost a lot of great celebrities from the mid '80s up to the time of their departure. And I want to share this with everybody tonight. And here is a cast of a few of the Hollywoods that was fallen from last week up till now. And I want to share this with everybody right now. Whether you're famous or infamous, it doesn't matter. I feel that I want to bring this to everybody's attention tonight. For starters, I don't know if you guys remember this guy back in the mid 80s and 90s. I'm talking about Richard Simmons. Now back in the days, I would say, yeah, about the early 80s, I think. What can I say about Richard Simmons? This guy, for starters, he had a lot of positivity. He loved fitness. He loved dancing. He loved having a great time. And back then, a lot of people couldn't go to the gym, and some of them could, but he made fitness a positivity and fun at the exact same time. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I was growing up, believe it or not, I watched it, Richard Simmons. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't afford the gym. I'm gonna tell you the truth, I could not afford the gym. Richard Simmons, that was his passion. Staying in shape, making people laugh, dancing, always smiling, always having a great time. And he did this for everything he believes in. Whether if you big and small, great and tall, young and old, it doesn't matter. Richard Simmons, I remember he made a video called "Sweating in the Oldies," And ever since then, he started from there to having his own daytime talk show. Before you know it, he was on all kinds of shows from around the world. And one thing I liked about Richard Simmons, he made, long story short, he made fitness fun. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, believe it or not, I'm losing weight now. But I mean, whether you jumping jacking, whether you dancing, whether you whatever it is, he made it fun. Not only that, he was an author. He wrote books. He's a nutritious expert. The guy done it all. And unfortunately, we lost him last week. And Richard Simmons died at the age of 75 years old. And I thought this was a cool picture of him. I'll show one more cool picture of him. Again, a fun guy. Very, very, very fun guy, and he's going to be loved and missed. So to all of the Richard Simmons fans from Chicago to the world, to all the, I'm not going to say millions, I'm going to say to all the billions of the fans, young and old, great and small, big and tall, again, to the Simmons family, from here at DC and Networks and Power Players, you will be missed. We love you. We miss you. And I'm sure right now you in heaven exercising, making the angels laugh, and having the greatest time of your life. So again, to the Simmons family, to Richard, thank you. Next on the list, because we lost a lot of people, and I just feel I want to remind everybody. I would have done this sooner, but at the time I was at work, so I'm making my little tribute right now. You guys remember this show back in the days, Beverly Hills 90210, and that's the teenager cast back in the days, and right now, man, I used to watch this show when I was growing up, man. This was a real cool show back then, how the teenagers live in Beverly Hills. But it was one particular person on the cast. I liked it, everybody, And right now, we just lost this person last week. And her name is Shannon Doherty. And on that show, she would go by the name of Brenda. I think Brenda Marsh, And that was her back in the days. And now I got another picture of her, if I can pull it up. Where is it at? Let's see. And she was on another show, and I liked this show too, Charm. She was on there too. And I ain't gonna lie, between you and me, I really had a crush on this girl. I'm not gonna lie. But right now, we just recently lost her at the age of 53 years old. And I say it right now, God has another angel in heaven right now. And I'll show you one more picture of her, and this is pretty much how she looks now. Even at 53, I mean, she looks amazing. But again, we still have another angel in heaven. So again, I'll say it right now, to the Shannon Doherty family, from all of us from DC Networks and Power Players, you will be loved. You will be missed. We love you. We miss you. And even to this day, I still watch reruns of Charm, and out of everybody on the whole cast, whether it's Charm or Beverly Hills 90210, man, well, let's just say right now she's up there with Luke Perry. I can guarantee you that. And she just had that certain energy, man. She was just amazing. She really is. And again, I just want to say thank you. We love you. We miss you. Again, to all the billions of the fans, and from all of us, our condolences and respect here at DC and Networks and Power Players. Next, I have another dearly departed on this show right now that I want to explain. The next person, let's see. I don't know if y'all remember this woman. Remember the movie The Shining with Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall, and amazing actress. Yeah, I remember her in The Shining. I also remember her in another favorite movie of mine, which to this day I'm still a huge fan of. Yes, that's her as Olive Oil uh, back in the mid '80s, when she played Olive Oil in with Robin Williams in Popeye the Sailor. You don't believe me? Hold on, I'll show you. And right now she's up there with the late great Robin Williams. Yup, that's Robin Williams, Shelley Duvall in Popeye the Sailor. Which, by the way, that's had to be one of my favorite classic movies. And right now, she too is also lost. So you want to remember her as well. And I got a picture of her where she pretty much looked like what she is now before she passed. And this is her now. I can't remember how old she was. I think she was like 98 or something like that. I'm not sure, but if y'all want to correct me, fine. But that's how she looked now before she passed on. And the same to her, to all of us at DC and Nicholson Power Players, to the billions of fans. You know, I like to say to the Duvall family, you guys get our condolences, our honor, and our respect. And please, please leave in the comments on how these people inspired your life. So again, Shelley Duvall, we love you. We miss you. Thank you. Next, I think I got a couple of more. Yeah, I do got a couple of more. I don't know if you guys remember this show back in the mid 80s, just going into the 90s. And believe it or not, they filmed some of this here in Chicago back in the days. I don't know if you guys remember this show called Hill Street Blues. And James, I can't pronounce his name, I think Syking. If I pronounce it wrong, I apologize. But he too also passed away. And when I was growing up, I used to watch Hill Street Blues all the time. You know, I wasn't into cop movies, you know, cops, television sitcoms, that's what I'm trying to say. But if I did, I used to watch stuff like Hill Street Blues, Kojak, The Streets of San Francisco, Beretta, Magnum PI, you know, Ironside, the Rockford Files, you name it. But out of all those television sitcoms back in the days, especially Kojak was my favorite, and Hill Street Blues. And he too passed away this week as well. And I have another picture of him. This is how he pretty much looked now before he passed away. And again, to James Syking, if I pronounce his name right, fine. If not, I apologize. Same with you. You know, to your family, to your friends, to the billions of fans around the world, you guess, including me, you're going to be loved, you're going to be honored, you're going to be missed. And, you know, as they said at the end of Hill Street Blues, let's be careful out there. Well, I know God got you up there in heaven, so I already know, you know, you definitely careful. You definitely is. God watching over you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. You know, I grew up watching you. Now, okay, again, God has one more angel up there, and I mean that sincerely. And again, shout out to James Syking and his family. We love you. We miss you. Thank you. Next, I got one more. I'll save the best for last. For the next couple of minutes, I want you guys and anybody take a good picture of this little girl. Take a good picture of her. Think about who she is. She's well famous. She is very well famous. So, and she passed away. But I want y'all to take a good look at her at a younger age. And if you guess who that person is, leave in the comments. If not, I'll tell you anyway. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to figure out who this little girl that revolutionized the world for nearly over a decade. Give up? Okay. I'm going to show you who she really is. The legendary Dr. Ruth Wessenheimer. Yes, she is a celebrity sex therapist to everybody, to all the celebrity stars in Hollywood. This woman has been around for decades. Anything you want to know about sex, she knows it. Straight up. This woman has wrote books. She has authorized a lot of books. She knows her knowledge. She, believe it or not, was on the Richard Simmons show maybe once or twice. But she is the world's oldest sex therapist in the world. And I think she died at the age of 98 years old. Yes. And here it is. Shout out goes out to O-Dog. Seem like everybody leaving us. Rest in peace. Yeah, man. Shout out goes out to O-Dog. Yeah, man. The legendary Dr. Ruth Westheimer. So, yeah, you got to think we lost her. We lost my girl, Brenda from Beverly Hills 90210 from Charm. Shannon Doherty. Richard Simmons. We lost James Syking from the old school television show Hill Street Blues. So this is why I came up with the topic tonight called Remember Them. It doesn't matter how old or how young you is, and I tell anybody, and and again, shout out goes out to Ruth, Dr. Ruth Wessenheimer, to her family, to her friends, to the billions around the world. Like always, we love you, we miss you. And God's still in control. That's why I came up with the word of the night as far as remember them. Because, and I'll say it once, and I will say it again as soon as I put my logo back up. It doesn't matter, act right. It doesn't matter how young or how old you is. And I'm pretty sure the world love these great celebrities, whether if you're a celebrity, whether you're a fan, whether you family, whether you friends, loved ones, your parents, kids, whoever. One thing I know about life, no matter how much they mean the world to us, but in the end, God loved them more than us. God loved them more than any of us, including myself. So you got to remember, man, life is the greatest magic. It is the greatest gift of all. Now, how you live your life, should you choose to accept, you can live it good, you can live it bad, but the most important thing of all, outcome that you bring into it, this is something you have to live up to for the rest of your life. Because, once it's gone, it's gone. This is why I came up with a special topic tonight called Remember Them. This is a part of these words of the night. How would you remember your loved ones? Whether they famous or not, it doesn't matter. How would you remember them? Or better yet, even after you gone, how will they remember you? So we living in a world now, it's gone completely crazy, to the point where I'm gonna bring this up right quick. I don't like to talk about politics on my show because I'm about to wrap this up in a minute. But again, everybody knows politics on my show is like 3%. But I gotta get it off my chest right now. Last week, President Donald Trump, and again, not a big fan of the guy. I just want to get that out right now. However, don't want nobody to think I'm a jerk or anything. I'm pretty sure you got some Trump voters out there or whatever. Again, I'm not too much into politics. However, I do pray for his speedy recovery. I do pray that his family's still in health. But to be honest with you, to really tell you the truth, you know, and I was talking to a good friend of mine the other day. And again, shout out goes out to the guru, Larry Leonard, which I just got off the phone with him recently, a few minutes ago before I start this show. I made a prediction, and I don't like making predictions. I'm not a psychic. I don't have a crystal ball. You know, I don't gaze into the future. But I did call a prediction, and I was talking to a good friend of mine about 2 months ago, maybe later than that, that, again, I don't wish nothing bad on anybody, but I kept saying somebody is going to take this man out. And sure enough, it came close. He came close. And again, Trump, you know, I don't like talking politics, okay? But this is the third assassination that we had in nearly over decades. And here's the sad part about it. It was bound to happen. Okay, the last assassination we had, you know, back in the 80s when it was the Reagan administration. And here's the best part between you and me. I liked it, Reagan. I really do. But it was bound to happen. Here's another prediction. This ain't going to be his first time. You know, here's the thing. You know, again, I don't like politics. And then he wants to run again because he's a sore loser. He is a sore loser. So if the President Donald J. Trump is watching this show right now, I don't care less. He is a sore loser. So he's trying so hard to get back into office and do what he got to do. And y'all got to understand, and I was just telling my friend Larry before I start this show, he kept saying, you know, Trump gonna win, or Trump might get back in office, or whatever the situation may be. Y'all gotta understand something now, because you gotta understand that man ain't bulletproof. You know, there's an old saying like in that movie Predator: if you can bleed, we can kill it. And my thing is, he just got shot in the ear. All right, I'll let you guys on a little secret. This ain't gonna be his first attempt. And if he's watching this show right now, I pray for you and your family. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You worrying about how you're gonna win the election. Here's the biggest question of all. I'm only say this one time on this show on July 15th, 2024. Because I'm only gonna say this once, and this will probably be the last time you'll ever hear me say this again. To the former president that's trying to get back to where he stands, Mr. Donald J. Trump. I'm just too excited. Mr. Trump, hope you're listening. You know, I don't want nothing to happen to you. I really don't. If you win, fine. If you don't win, no sweat off my back. But I am going to say this. You're worried about how you're going to win the election. Your biggest worry you should be worried about right now. How are you going to survive this next election? See, you're going around saying, let's make America great again. I'm no politician. Don't want to be. But if I was a politician right now, you know what my catchphrase would be? It won't be, let's make America great again. Let me tell you something right now. This great nation was here before you in it, and after you gone, and whether you get back in it or not. You know, I stand for truth, justice, and American way, and try to keep money in my pocket. See, the only presidents I care about, I'm gonna use this as an example. The only presidents I love, it ain't Donald Trump. It's the dead presidents. These the only presidents I care for. So you're going around sitting up here saying, let's make America great again. How you going to make America great again if you ain't going to be around long enough to see it, knowing somebody trying to kill you? If I was president, don't want to be, But if I was, I got my own catchphrase. It won't be let's make America great again. It's time to make America better again. And believe me, I'm no politician, don't want to be. But if I was, it will be a whole lot of changes. Me personally, I'm about to get off this topic and be gone from it. I'm going to bring back the good old days. Me, I'll bring back martial law. Me, I will bring back the death sentence. You know, like electrocution, lethal injection. Lord knows, minimum wage will be going up every year. Stop shutting down these schools. Start, try to get the homeless off the streets, man, so they can have a place to stay. See, I got like thousands of ideas. Gun violence, get rid of that. No, I got a better idea. I got some amazing ideas. Me, you want to get rid of gun violence? Here's the thing. You want to empty out those jails? Start putting a GPS tracking device in their head. Send them over to Iraq for 10 years. If they can survive Iraq in 10 years, I give them a free pardon. This will be some of my ideals if I was president. Oh yeah, I will bring back the curfew laws, work permits, all kinds of stuff if I were president. But I'm not president. But if I were, believe me, you will like it, but at the same time, it will be tough love if I do it. But, I'm not the president. But I assure you, my ideals, it won't be as far as what's for the people, best for the people, and by the people and all that. It's not so much as that. It's not something that was meant to be. It was something that was supposed to be. Think of me as Thanos. Only difference is I ain't trying to turn nobody to dust. I just want them to see long enough for the smoke what's going to happen next. And again, I'm about to end this topic, but dude, I pray for you and your family. I pray that you recover. But if I'm being harsh, mean, and evil, then I kind of slow down because of my condition of what I'm going through. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. If y'all want to leave it in the comments, fine. If not, cool. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I pray for your soul. I pray that you live long enough to see this. But if you really want to know the truth, this is just my opinion. My opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That when Trump got shot, personally, between you and me, and again, I ain't not prejudiced or anything. I'm just going to tell you the truth. He got what he deserved. And same if happened to me. I get what I deserve. I get what I deserve. So, I'm not going to lie. At least I'm being honest. And Trump, you got to understand, you can't fire the world, man. You're not bigger than the Constitution, man. You're just one man. But see, you overlook, you let your arrogance overcompensate yourself. You're pumping your fists and what's all that, man? Come on. You're not bulletproof. I guess you didn't hear that, did you? Take it from me, dude. I live on the west side of Chicago, Jack. Believe me, Lord knows I ain't bulletproof. But you know what? Hey, I pick my own battles. I know when to stay in my yard. You get all the way out to Pennsylvania and you almost got your head blown off. That's Pennsylvania. You got off with murder. Could have been worse. Could have been here. Another story for another time. I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. That same bit, make America great again. How you gonna make America great again if you ain't trying to make yourself better? Straight up. Again, I don't like talking about politics, but the difference between me from him, and I'm pretty sure you're saying this right now, fake news, fake news, fake news. It sound like baby garbage. Yeah. my catchphrase, that belongs to me. Well, if what I'm seeing, if you're watching this right now, is fake news, and I'm telling you right now in front of the world, it's real truth. You call it fake news, I call it real truth. And if the truth hurts, you don't believe me? Check your ear. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. What's worse? You calling my show fake news if you ever decide to watch this? Or check your ear. Check your ear. Hey man. You wanna know real truth? Hey man. All honesty, hey, I just recently had a heart attack last year. Technically I was supposed to be dead. But God is not finished with me. And ever since then, I live my life with a humble heart. You on the other hand, I don't know. Yeah, another topic for another time. You do the math. But again, enough for him. But I just want to get that out the way as far as, you know, the celebrity that's no longer here. And dude, you ought to be proud of yourself, Trump, because you know what? You could have been a part of that list too. So kind of dodged that one. But again, to all the celebrities, families that are here, you know, and the people I mentioned that are no longer with us, I just want to say again, from all of us in DC Networks and Power Players, you know, thank you, you know, because these amazing people that's no longer here with us will be embedded in our hearts forever and beyond, straight up. And I'm gonna do another show tomorrow, so who knows? And I'll also have the co-president of DC Networks and Power Players. He might stop by tomorrow, Sean the Genius Harris, and I'll bring you some more future updates as far as what's going to be happening. And then coming up in December, we're going to have Con Art Delete. It's a 50-50 chance that DC Networks and Power Players will be in the building. I'll keep everybody informed on that. And we about to end this show right now. So give me a second, little robot buddy. He's officially on break. And in 3, 2, 1. When you hear that music, that means D's word of the night, July 15th, 2024, has come to a closure in its final destination. Well, that is it. Before I go, I almost forgot. Didn't want to end the I really almost forgot. The most important thing of all, before I end my show, besides my tribute to celebrities that's no longer here. Give me a second. If I can find it. There it is. And if this is your birthday for July 15th, 2024, happy birthday from all of us from DC Networks and Power Players. For stars, I want to give out a belated happy birthday shout out from June 13th. Happy belated birthday to Larry Leonard's mother. Yes, Larry Leonard's mother. Happy belated birthday from all of us from DC Networks and Power Players. My next guess is, do I give out birthday shout outs? Yes, I do. 1, you seriously have to sub to the show. 2, you leave it a comment. 3, if I see it the day before, or the day after, or the day of, I will personally give you a shout out live on the Spidey 09 show. Because like always, I'm saying it once, I'm gonna say it again. The Spidey 09 show should be the number one show on YouTube, on Facebook, and especially on the PlayStation community. So again, I'm gonna give out shout outs right quick, and I'm gonna go. Who else? to my West Side family, the Redmond. Shout out goes out to you guys. To my immediate family, the Crittens and Colognes. Shout out goes out to you guys. I've already gave a shout out to the Guru twice. Shout out goes out to you. To my two brothers that came to the mall today, that came by and visited me. To the dangerous one himself, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia. Shout out goes out to you. To my other brother, Alex the Lone Wolf Thorn. Shout out goes out to you. You guys, man, it's always good. You guys come visit me, man. I'm glad I got some extra brothers out there that care for me. That means a lot. Shout out goes out to you. Who else I need to give a shout out to? To the Harrison headquarters. Let's see, to April. Shout out goes out to you. To my goddaughter Sarah. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? To the love of my life, Demetri Gann Johnson, the future Mrs. Crittenden. Shout out goes out to you. To all my future grandkids, my greatest treasures in the entire world. Shout out goes out to you guys. Who else need to get a shout out to? To Vicky Richmond, Mario. Shout out goes out to you. And if I miss anybody, please leave in the comments. Who else? To my mother, Jerry Cologne. Shout out goes out to you. To my little sister, Talani Starr. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? To my other sister, Christina Ball, aka Wednesday. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? Mr. Pikes Panther Army. To my co-host of the show, Prince Unique in New York. To Jeremiah King, you didn't use nobody as a toothpick like last time. I'm proud of you. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? To Company of Learning, another great supporter of my show. Shout out goes out to you. To Wicked, yes. To my other members from NWI, Fountain of Pain. To Keneal, we gotta find you, man. I don't know, you hidden, you somewhere. We gonna find you. I got one more person I need to give a shout out to the infamous Jason Black. Shout out goes out to you. To my boy, Dog, that's on my show right now. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? To all my followers on the Facebook community. Shout out goes out to you guys. Who else? She's a follower of my show. To Sophie Lawson. Shout out goes out to you. To my friend Yudi from the United Kingdom. Shout out goes out to you. And if I can think of anybody else, that's about it. I'll leave it on the next show. And we're going to go from there. Well, I am done with my D's word of the night. I'm about to get some sleep. I got to get up in the morning, take care of a couple of errands. We're going to do some gameplay, and then keep in mind, we got some games coming out soon, so I'll add some more other new topics following this week as far as some of the new games that's coming out. And you guys want to stay tuned. And I'm out of here. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. And to my brother, the dangerous one himself, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia, you guys know I love t-shirts. And this Demon Slayer, it rocks, man. It really does. And then let me know in the comments, how would you guys feel if DC Networks and Power Players have their own t-shirt? Please leave in the comments, because right now I will say this: if we can get over 1,000 subscribers on this show, I would love more than anything, Little Robot Buddy, I hate to put you back to work one more time, but after this I'm gonna be done with it. I would love to see my logo. How would you like to see this logo on a t-shirt? How would you like to see all of that on here? Now, it can be done, but in order for it to be done, we got to get this show higher. So the more subscribers we have, the chances we are me wearing that t-shirt. So if you want to see this logo on this chest, to the point where before you know it, everybody will be wearing it on their chest, we need more subscribers. I'll tell anybody right now, if we can get 1,000 subscribers to push this show, I will do everything in my power to see that that logo is on my chest, and then later, before you know it, the whole world gonna be wearing it. Because right now I'm trying to coordinate some stuff for real. James Preston, hey man, it's been a bit, but I'm glad to see you. You're still Rolling strong. Yeah, I'm still rolling strong. And again, shout out goes out to James Preston and your family. I hope the little ones is okay. So yeah, minus the heart attack I had last November. I'm still fighting, man. I'm really still fighting, just to let you know. But again, to my brother Danny, thank you for the Demon Slayer shirt. You got me one other shirt. I might wear it again this week. This is cool. I love t-shirts. So guys, let's try to get this t-shirt idea rolling. Let's try to push this. Let's see if we can get 1,000 subscribers on this show. If we can do that, I could talk to the co-president of DC Networks and Power Play so we can come up with a plan to put that logo on my chest, and then later everybody can coordinate and do the same thing. Now, my little robot buddy, you is officially done. And I am out of here because I got to get some sleep for real. I'm definitely officially gone. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. That's my word of the night. Peace. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. Public service announcement. You know I'm about to say, and I'm gonna say it anyway. Put those guns down, man. Straight up. Because I'm keep telling you, if everybody shut up, who's gonna be around to tell it? Straight up. That's something to think about. Somebody gotta be around to tell the story. Somebody. You know. You never know. The world might lose internet tomorrow. The world might lose Wi-Fi tomorrow. Who knows? You gotta have a storyteller. But if we ain't got no storyteller, who's gonna be around to prove it? And in order to stop doing that, you gotta put them guns down. If not for yourself, then someone you love. I'm out of here. Peace.